see, design group. Okay, so Daniel, Arisha dengan VJ. Lepas tu ada Ashraf. Okay, so last time Daniel, Arisha, VJ ada different mean of dimension that they get. Yeah. So now Ashraf will also do the same. Saya tak pastilah, maybe mungkin Daniel yang buat yang original honest requirement, or Arisha ke, or VJ, I'm not sure who. Okay, so there are two working on the original honest requirement. Okay, so based on your main dimension last time, Daniel ada the main dimension sendiri, Arisha got her own main dimension, VJ also got his own main dimension. So with that main dimension, and maybe you have a different lines plan, yeah, different basis shapes. So you're going to use that basis shapes or reference shape to develop your half form. So maybe Daniel will pakai Rhino. Maybe Arisha is more towards Maxwell. VJ maybe Maxwell as well. So you have a different half form. Yeah, because Arisha dia buat maybe Arisha dia pakai apa? When you take the points later on, like I said just now, you have the lines plan, then we do digitize. We take significant points to develop the hull, or basically to get the offset, yeah, to get the offset data. So Arisha takes maybe 10 offset data for one line, okay, but VJ maybe take more, maybe take 15 offset data. So that will actually affect your hull form development later on, because VJ got a lot of offset data, which means that it is more it's more accurate lah in terms of the lines plan development. So once you have a more accurate lines plan development, so the shape of the hull form that you're going to develop later will be a little bit different. So Arisha maybe have a more box shaped vessel, but VJ maybe will have a more prismatic shaped vessel. Yeah, so it's depend on the way you work on your lines plan and also hull form later on. Okay, so that's why all of you need to have your own model. So you need to go through the process. So you cannot, yeah, simply one person do and the rest is only copying or changing just by changing, because in MaxServe there are some functions that you can just actually change the value and it will automatically apa it will automatically alter the hull form or lines plan to meet your main dimension. Yeah, so I need to see a change between 3 or 4 of the group members. So everyone need to do your own hull form. Yeah, you need to go through the process, right? So any questions? Stop sharing. So no questions? Everyone is happy with your apa with your with the progress for now. Okay, for now no. Okay, so it's already 12:11, so I'm not planning to hold you guys until 1 p.m. Okay, but in the next class on Thursday, so we're going to have our first breakout sessions. Yeah, so basically like I said in the previous class, so we are not going to have lectures for every session, so only for certain session we will have lecture. Okay, for now I think it's enough, yeah, that we have refreshed in terms of the owner's requirements and also in terms of the sheet main dimensions. Okay, so now for next class, what I'm going to do is we have to revisit your sheet main dimensions on your initial GA sketch. Okay, so we have to revisit that. Okay, so maybe there are some like I said previously, those especially group that do not do the week verification part. So you have to do it again. I mean, you have to do it. It's not you have to do it again because you don't do it last time. So you have to do it to make sure that your main dimension is correct. Okay, and maybe in terms of the initial GA sketch, now maybe you going to change the GA. Okay, because last time it's more like just a preliminary. Yeah, you just have some basic elements of GA, but now you can. Maybe you want to include where is the freshwater tank, maybe you want to include where is the fuel tank and so on. So it's up to you. So we have just to revisit, not redo. Yeah, we have to revisit to make sure that your ship main dimension is correct and you have a good initial GA lah. Okay, to start with the hull form later on. So for those from SKMO, please go through the GA report. Sorry, the GA report pula. The design report. Okay, get to know the main dimensions, get to know your GA, get to know all the owner's requirement and so on. Okay, by the next class, we should look at the shipment dimension and initial GA, right? And for those who still do not have your basic ship, please try to find your basic ship so that by next week we can start with your hull form design lah. Otherwise it will take you time because the nak develop the hull form will take you maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, so please get your basic shape. If let's say you cannot get same type of shape like I said, maybe like chemical or bulk carriers, you cannot find all this basic shape, you can just take general cargo, whichever that you think the basic shapes can represent your type of ship as well. Okay, so ROPEX maybe you can take up a cruise ataupun a RORO. Basically you have this RORO, but if you cannot get the RORO the RORO lines plan, so you can have this cargo vessel pun tak apa, general cargo ya. Okay, but if you cannot find, you still cannot find by now, so you can just use any type of vessel lah, as long as we have this hull form. Okay, but maybe dia akan a little bit different in terms of GA later, especially if you have this dia punya ram at the end of the vessel ke. Kalau if you have a trimaran ke whatsoever, it is a little bit different lah. For RORO or for the rest, tanker, containers and so on, if you cannot find the exact basic ship for your ship, so you can use the general cargo. I think general cargo, there's a lot of lines plan available out there. Lines plan together with the dimension. Means that you need to have a clear lines plan, and then the main dimension is there. The length, especially the LOA, the LWL or LBP, the breadth, depth and so on. Because later on, like Go said just now, you have to alter to match your lines plan, your basis lines plan with your main dimension. So you need to have that basic ship main dimension so that we can do the distortion process. To do the distortion process, you need to have your basic ship main dimension and your own main dimension. Then we can do the hull distortion. Otherwise, we cannot do the distortion process. Okay, so you have to have the lines plan together with the main dimension. That is another task. Okay. So any last questions before we end the class for today? So by next class, I hope every group members attend. Maybe by now you can see, because now we have only 37, so minus myself 2, so I have 35 of you. So you can look whether your group members attend this class or not. If not, then you have to remind them lah. So for every breakout room, you need to make sure all group members attend. Those who become the leader. I'm not sure whether you have changed the leader or not. So last time I already put who is the leader for P1, P2, P3 and so on. But you cannot change the all-rounders, but you can change the leader for P1, P2 and P3. So it's up to you. Maybe you are expert in apa, hull form, so you think that you can be the leader, so then go ahead. Okay. Right. So any last questions? No? So let's see. So Ikram, okay? Are you okay? The project start next week. The project for SEMO3523 start next week. By Thursday, you still have a task to do on revisit your data. Okay, who else? Can see. Nama-nama ni selalu je datang kelas. So I cannot remember siapa yang tak datang kelas ni. Right. Okay. So I suppose Dinesh start join the class, yeah? So group 9 will have only 3 group members lah. Right, 3 group members. Okay, so since you have 3 group members, so maybe Alif can take part for Dinesh punya part lah, basically. Alif is Alif here? Cannot see your name. His name ada. Siapa yang ada? Dinesh yang ada ke Alif yang ada? Adin? No. Bukan. Alif Adin. Adin memang ada. You can see his name. Alif Rosatlan. SKMO. Adin, I can see your name, but your group members. Siapa ya you? Macam mana? I mean, okay. You ada, but then I cannot see Alif ni. Okay, I can see some of you already buat group. Okay, so please make sure that all group members attend for Thursday class. Thursday? Yes, Thursday class. Okay, and please, help your friend from SKMO to make sure they are not fall back behind. Yeah, make sure they understand what have you go through last class on SMO 3512. Yeah. So group 9 tadi Alif Rosatlan will take apa tu teenage punya part lah basically. So because you only have 3 members, so one will do the originals on the requirement, then another 2 will do 10% higher or 10% lower from the owner requirement. So Alif dia can start with teenage punya mid dimension. Okay. For basic shape tadi, one basic shape per group pun dah okay. So you're going to use the same basic shape. Yeah. But basically 3 or 4 outputs lah. Okay. 1 input but 3 or 4 outputs. Okay. Yeah. So please give full cooperation to your members. Kalau you tak buat, then that's it. There's no mark for you for your part. Yeah, because that's why we need to have 3 or 4 outputs. Okay, so I suppose there's no more questions. Right? So then, that's it for today. This will be your attendance for today. Please scan the QR code. I hope it's working or not. I can see 2 names there. Yep, okay, so it's working. Alhamdulillah. Right, okay, so with that, thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Right, thank you very much. Okay. Right. And 6. I hope you have go through your comment dekat dalam report as well, yeah. I have put the comments, so please take a look at the comment. Maybe some of the report also I have conteng-conteng there, so please go through the reports lah to see all the conteng-conteng. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, you may left the meeting, it's okay. I'm still waiting for the next 4 persons to scan the QR code. It should be bawah sampai ke atas. Okay. Right, thank you very much. Yes, siapa lagi seorang? 35. Supposed to be 35 of you. 35. Diana ada Atil, Ikram, Anas, Go, Atira, Syahidul ada, Hazim, Arif. Right, okay, I think it's about 35. Okay, right. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, Assalamualaikum and have a good day.